Some people don't want to lose you, but they never wanted to choose you either. Ooh. They didn't want a relationship. They wanted reassurance without responsibility. Now let that sink in, right? They liked the way you loved them. But love without commitment isn't connection, it's control. And that's what most people don't want to talk about. Some people don't want to lose you, but they never wanted to choose you either. Ooh, let that sink in. They want your energy, your peace, your validation, the safety of knowing you'd be there, even when they gave you the bare minimum. Barely even that, to be honest. They loved knowing that you would check in when they go silent. They loved that you would overthink when they got distant. That you'd blame yourself before you'd ever even hold them accountable. Does that sound familiar? Being in a relationship requires reflection. It requires emotional maturity. It requires facing your past so you don't project it onto someone new. The accountability, the reflection, the self-awareness, the growth, all those things are crucial and important. And not everybody's ready for that. They liked how you made them feel, but they were never prepared to match your energy. Why, you might ask? Because effort would have meant accountability. Consistency would have meant intention. And that was way too much for them. I remember when I finally realized she didn't want a relationship, just wanted my consistency. Just wanted my kindness, just wanted my energy, just wanted my presence. She said all the right things, but her energy was completely wrong. Her actions never aligned. It felt like love, but it was really just emotional dependency. And I became the supplier. This is what most people don't understand about emotional unavailability and avoidant individuals. They often crave connection, but they are afraid of intimacy that comes along with it. So imagine wanting something, but being terrified of what it comes with. It leaves you in that spiral, push, pull, hot, cold pattern dynamic. So what do? They stay close enough to feel loved, but far enough to avoid being seen. Love without accountability isn't love, it's emotional laziness. Let's talk about scripture. So in 2 Timothy 3 verse 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people. So some people, they love the idea of connection, right? They talk about it like they're deep, right? They pray, they quote scripture, they say they want healing, they portray it on their social media, but their actions deny that very power that transformation requires. There's a difference between what people portray on social media and what they actually do in reality. Big difference. I try to be as authentic and real and raw as I possibly can, posting my sad moments, posting my happy moments. If anything, I post more of my sad moments than my happy moments. People probably think I'm this depressed, miserable, sad, lover boy individual, but no, I'm smiling and in good mood majority of the times that people come across me in person. But I choose to share my vulnerable, raw, authentic moments with you all because those are the moments that really craft me to the individual that I am, that you see smiling and laughing and being the person that you see. I face those demons, I face those circumstances, I deal with those emotions so that they don't ferment and poison and anchor my heart. I want a heart that's light, that's kind, that's peaceful. And the more you try to carry you know, the individuals that are built like that are avoiding things, that are avoidants, that are emotionally unavailable, the more drained you become, because you're trying to pour life, living water into a cup that has no bottom to catch it. It just seeps right out. And what's crazy is that they never left you with a clean break. They just left you with hope. Might have ghosted you, pulled back gradually or abruptly. There was no clear form of communication. They just did whatever they did. And that is what's more painful, because it's no clean break. It's just this weird gray area where it leaves room for you to hold on to hope. And hope is a powerful thing when it's rooted in truth. But when it's based on potential, it becomes a bandage, a bondage, an anchor, a thing that keeps you handcuffed. Because now you're stuck grieving a future that only existed in your imagination. You don't need someone who makes you over-explain your standards. You don't need someone who makes you feel like you're hard to love. You don't need someone who only wants you when it's convenient. You deserve someone who gives you something that they didn't have to be convinced to give you, which is presence, consistency, clarity, beyond the bare minimum surface. And you won't get that by settling for emotional crumbs, the breadcrumbing. And at some point I realized I wasn't asking for too much. I was just asking the wrong person, if I'm going to be honest with myself. And if that's where you are today, if you've been begging someone to meet you halfway, please listen and hear me when I say this. You were never asking for too much. They were just offering way too little. And if you've ever been stuck in that cycle where you almost felt like you were chosen but never fully loved, tell me below. Drop a comment with what resonated with you the most. Let's talk about it, because guess what? You're not alone. And healing sucks. It's painful. It's unbearable, but you don't have to do it alone. Join our healing community. Link is in the description. Get poured into and pour into others.